Let me tell you a secret, you won't believe how many views short motivational videos are racking up lately on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. We're talking millions views. And guess what? They're not even that hard to make. So guys, please stick around because I'm going to reveal the simplest and quickest way to produce these viral, short, and sweet motivational videos using AI. You've probably noticed that these motivational videos are killing it on Instagram. They're getting tons of engagement and they all have one thing in common. I'll give you a sneak peek into some Instagram motivational videos and let you guess what that common factor is.
If 1,000 people succeeded, I am one of them. If 100 people succeeded, I am one of them. If 10 people succeeded, I am one of them.
So how do they do it? Let's dissect these videos to understand what we should focus on. This channel has nearly 400,000 followers and is getting millions of views. Let's check out some of their recent uploads.
Slow success builds character, and fast success builds ego. So don't pray for it to come quick. Instead, pray that you have the wisdom to make it stick.
So these videos all share the same voiceover, feature random yet visually appealing footage, and have a dark, mysterious vibe. Now let's get to the fun part, making these videos in the easiest way possible. As always, our starting point is ChatGPT. We'll use ChatGPT to generate motivational and inspiring quotes for our videos. Remember, we want ChatGPT to help us rephrase those inspiring quotes into unique ones. Why? Because YouTube will demonetize those channels that reused quotes again and again. So if you don't want to repeat the same mistake, please watch one of my videos that explains everything here. After experimenting with various settings, I found the perfect formula. To keep ChatGPT from sounding like Socrates, I directed it to keep the quotes straightforward and in plain English. This way, ChatGPT will churn out 20 short quotes that are perfect for our videos. These quotes are mostly one-liners, making the video too brief. To extend them, you'll want to use the following prompt. Simply ask ChatGPT to add a second part to these quotes. Again, directing it to keep it simple and in plain English. This way, ChatGPT will add another sentence related to the first one, making the quotes longer, and voila, ChatGPT has extended the quotes. But wait, they're still a bit too short. What's the solution? Ask ChatGPT to expand the quotes by adding a third sentence. You can keep doing this until you're satisfied with the length. 3 sentences will give you a video that's 15 to 20 seconds long, which is pretty decent. Alright, let's move on to the voiceover part. For the video and voiceover, I'll be using Flicky. I've included all the tool links in the video description, so if you want to try this method yourself, those links are your starting point. Once you've created an account, choose a new file, name it, and hit submit. Now you can paste a quote you've generated with ChatGPT into Flicky. The entire quote becomes one scene. You could just pick one piece of footage and call it a day, but to make the video more engaging, you'll want to add more scenes. To do this, click the plus icon. Read through the quote to find the right spot to change the footage. Then, copy the remaining part of the quote and paste it into the next scene. Repeat these steps until you've divided the quote into the desired number of scenes. Now it's time to pick your footage. As I mentioned earlier, the beauty of this method is that it doesn't really matter what kind of footage you use. Let me show you what I mean.
Psychology hacks you should know to control any situation. Part 1. 1. When someone answers your questions partially, then wait. Don't interrupt.
Well, you get the point. It doesn't make any sense at all. The only condition is that these videos are all very well shot and what I call very cinematic. So you want to look for these kinds of videos. So I'm going to prove to you it doesn't matter what footage you choose by simply searching, for instance, for cinematic footage and almost randomly selecting them. Maybe also some slow motion footage because life's always moving too fast. A little bit of nature as well to remind us we're insignificant in the grand scheme of things. People riding on a bike, a hand in the sun like a glorified sunscreen commercial, and let's finish with 2 people standing on a van. I'm feeling motivated already. So now you want to go to settings and change the aspect ratio from square to portrait and hit save. I'm also going to hide the subtitles and I'll add them in a separate program. You will find out why in a minute. So you want to deselect the subtitles and then select apply to similar layers. And now the most important part, the voiceover. So you want to select the name of the voiceover and then choose the male voiceovers. You want to look for the voiceover called Gavin, click the name and then select apply this voice to all the voiceovers and hit select. Lastly, you want to again go to settings and set the gap between the scenes to 0.2 seconds. This way, the pause in the voiceover between the scenes will be shorter, and therefore the voiceover will sound more natural. And you want to manually make the last scene longer. You have to do this for the music you will add later. This is very important, and you will find out why when you watch the final result. To do this, you want to go to the last scene and select more. Then you go to duration, and let's make this scene 4 seconds. Now press download, and this step is done. For the music, you have a couple of options. On Instagram, everybody uses copyrighted music without problems. I think because most theme pages are earning money with so-called shoutouts or sponsors and not with ads on their reels. Within YouTube, you can add copyrighted music to your video using YouTube Shorts audio library without getting copyright strikes. However, the safest way is always to use royalty-free music. I would suggest searching on Google for royalty-free music. Keep in mind that some websites require a subscription to use the music. Alright, now let's go to CapCut. This is an awesome free editing tool with a lot of great features, and this is not sponsored or anything. I personally really like this and highly recommend it for simple video editing. So import the MP4 file from Flicky and the music you selected, and firstly drag the music file to the bottom of the screen. For these motivational videos, the music is very important. Firstly, you need to look for the drop or climax in the music. So you want to play the song to determine this point. Let me give you an example. So as you can hear, the drop is right about here. Now you want to set the timing bar at this exact place and drag the video on top of it. In the video, you can see the sound waves of the speech. What you want to do is to place the ending of the sound wave from the speech right before the drop of the music. Now the drop of the music starts just as the speech ends. Now delete the rest of the music and drag the start of the music to the start of the video. Now I'm going to lower the volume of the music a bit. You can do this by selecting the music and dragging the volume slider to the left in the top right corner of the screen, and now this part is done. As you might have noticed in the examples I showed you, all these motivational videos have a bit of a dark, mysterious feel. This is achieved with color grading the videos, so you want to select the video and then go to adjustment in the top right corner. Here you have lots of settings you can change, and you will need to adjust it depending on the video. For instance, the temperature gives the video a more warm or cold feeling by making it more yellow or blue. So we want to make the video mysterious and dark. So I would suggest starting with lowering the temperature, hue, and saturation sliders to -30, then the brightness to -15, and the contrast to 15. And as you can see, the video has a more dark and mysterious feel. So I would suggest you play with these sliders until you find the settings that you like. Now for the subtitles, you want to select text in the top left corner and go to auto captions and click on create. CapCut is now going to transcribe the video and add subtitles based on the speech. First, you want to place the subtitles in the middle of the screen, and let's make them a little bit bigger by increasing the font size. As you can see, the text is a bit too long, so I'm going to captions in the top right corner. Here you can see every separate part of the subtitles. You can now simply select the part of subtitles you want to split and hit enter, and it is now divided into 2 smaller parts. Repeat this step for the rest of the subtitle. Now for the last step, I'm going to change the font and add a shadow effect so it looks like the subtitles are coming off the screen and are better readable. Go to text in the top right corner and select a font. For these motivational shorts or reels, I would suggest something with a classic feeling like Arno Pro. If you want to have a better look, you can select the expand icon to make it full screen. To add a shadow effect to the subtitles, you need to scroll down a little and select shadow. Here you have some settings you can change to make it more to your liking. However, it is already quite good in my opinion. The only thing I'm going to do is increase the distance a bit so it looks like the subtitles are coming more off the screen. Now let's take a look at the result.
Success isn't merely a final destination, and failure isn't an everlasting descent. It's the unwavering determination to keep moving forward that truly matters.
Lovely, the subtitles are all fitting nicely, the video has a dark and mysterious feel, and the speech ends just before the drop of the music. So when you are done, you can hit export in the top right corner, give it a name, and hit export again, and you are done. So this is by far the easiest and fastest way to make these videos. I have put all the ChatGPT prompts and the links of the tools I used in the description of this video. You would really help me if you gave this video a like and a comment. This way, I can make more of these videos for you. Thanks for watching, and until next time.